another. I had to wait my time like a buffer. I'm that I stutter. Ball hard, might get a tick. Bought a push start for it, got a chick. Drip too hard, made it. I know she won't forget that we met. She hit, I broke it down, she a wreck. They saying, Mo, you better than the rest. Who, me? I never would've guessed. Rookie, but I do it like a vet. I like cash money, yeah, baby.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could. Force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
Now Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Caught here by Griffin. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Now Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Wilson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown! Myles Gaskin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. This time Wilson will throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From just shy of midfield, Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Tua now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. A lot of times we talk about being opportunistic as a defense as a whole. Right now it's becoming just one guy on this defense.
And he is doing such a fantastic job because everyone emphasizes taking the ball away, going after the football. But some people just have a special knack for it. He forced 2 fumbles last week, and there he forces another one in this game.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They go play action with Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This ball is caught by Shaheen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Tua going to throw. Finding Gaskin underneath. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5.
Jason Sanders with a welcome field goal of 32 yards.
The kick by Sanders is good. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw again. And that will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a... One-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third.
Back again up in this entertainment for you. Come for my M's, you get the